Now, instant funding models have become more and more popular in the trading industry. A lot of people are really not liking the challenge phases, where a lot of people just struggle to get past it and even reach a payout. So a lot of traders are now turning to instant funding models, and prop firms are offering it to traders. So this video, I think it'd be really cool to kind of see, if you went the instant funding route, how you would actually be able to get those payouts and what that would look like from a cash flow basis. So let's get into FundingNext's instant funding model CFDs and see how I would attack it to create monthly cash flow for yourself. Let's get into it. Now, looking at instant funding models in general, why would you choose them over two-step? There's only two reasons I can personally think of that would sway someone to go towards instant compared to the two-step. Number one is not having to do the challenge phase, which can be very difficult and very time consuming. And number two, it's getting the payout faster, because with the challenge, that can take time, in which it can delay the, getting the payout. And with instant funding models like the Stellar Instant with FundingNext, you can actually get a payout as fast as, as soon as you reach the 5% mark. But in this case, if you can't reach the 5% mark, you can get it as soon as 14 days. So those are the two reasons I can think of. The only cons is obviously the challenge might be a little bit more difficult. Essentially, they offer the four models, if you didn't know already: 2K, 5K, 10K, and 20K. And obviously, still really good parameters, but you do have things like the trailing drawdown, which is not really there in the traditional two-step that they have, which is the two-step challenge and the Stellar Light. Now, what you guys came here for is to see how to actually make an instant funding model work and actually cash flow that, so you can actually benefit from this kind of model. So I've actually made a Excel sheet for you guys. I'll probably just put a screenshot up right now, essentially kind of showing what the cash flow can look like to actually get to that break-even point. Because at the end of the day, with these accounts, you want to get your money back, you want to make money from it, and make it a source of income. And that's what all us traders want to do. So if we look over here, we'll take a 10K account size that they offer, and this costs $299.99. So basically $300. And the payout performance reward starts at 70%. And to go to the next tier, which is the 75%, you got to reach a total of 10% in payouts. And then get to the next tier, it's again another 10%. But what I've taken here is just assuming that it's going to be 70% payouts onwards. Now, realistically, you're going to be at different trading abilities. Doesn't even matter if you're like really advanced. Maybe your model only makes 2% monthly, and then you might be a trader that makes 6% monthly. It really depends on you. Now, if we look here, I've kind of separated it into three different levels: level 1, 2, and 3, showing that the return on your, the percentage you make in the market rather, is according to this. So level 1, 2%, 4%, and then 6% monthly. And bi-weekly, this is what it looks like. So the reason I put this bi-weekly column is because in FundingNext, the payouts are bi-weekly. So I've kind of mentioned this in a column as well. Now, if you were going to get a payout every kind of fortnight, bi-weekly, and you achieved the percentage according to your level. Let's say you're a level 2 trader. This is a model I've just kind of made up. You're the type of trader that makes 4% a month, which is really 2% bi-weekly. Bi-weekly, you'd be getting around $140. This is including the payout split. To get to the break-even point, which is essentially what you've paid for the account, as long as you kind of keep to this metric, according to level 2, 4% monthly, which is 2% bi-weekly, you'll be at the break-even point of, getting your money back just over the 1 month mark. which is great to see. And it's technically, after the fourth payout. However, if you were level 1, you're the type of trader that makes 2% monthly, which is nothing wrong with that at all, and which is technically 1% bi-weekly, you'd hit the break-even point in 2 months' time, which is really after your fourth payout. And if you are a level 3 trader, which is, you're the type of trader that makes it big, maybe you're just very, very experienced and you found a model that extracts so much from the market consistently. Again, I understand that not every month is going to be 2%, 2%, 2%. You might have one month that's 4%, another month that's 1%. But again, this is just kind of to understand the cash flow of things and how you can get to that break-even point and then start making money. So again, level 3, so essentially in less than a month's time, you could get into that break-even point if you are extracting 6% monthly, which is 3% bi-weekly. So I hope you guys can kind of understand my mindset behind attacking different challenges. Again, what I like to do is I like to put things onto an Excel sheet or put it on paper to see kind of the logistics behind it and how to actually make money from different models. Again, if you don't know how to approach different models, you might trade it differently and you might not be able to make the payouts you want. Realistically, again, you have to factor in trailing drawdowns, things like that. Maybe on the instant funding model, you need to be a bit more conservative. So even though you're the type of trader that could get 6% monthly on a 2-step, realistically, because the drawdown is less and you got a trailing drawdown, you might realistically be making 2% on this model. Who knows? That's a conversation you need to have with yourself. So this can kind of set expectations for this model that really you'd hit break-even point after only 2 months. But after 2 months, you'd be cruising. You'd be starting to actually cash flow things and actually start making money, in which you can take a percentage of that after your pocket and put the other percentage for more challenges or whatever you want to do. That's kind of your prerogative. And I hope this kind of helps to kind of see the numbers and how to get to that break-even point and start cash flowing things. If you like these kind of videos, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best. Any questions, let me know. And I hope you smash your trading goals. See you guys.